from his studios in New York, it's time for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets life. Here's your host, Dan Tortora.
Welcome here to a very special piece of Significant Soundbites. Significant Soundbites airs every single Friday on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora here on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt every single Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And I feel like it's only proper to start off Significant Soundbites with this gentleman who is no stranger to the broadcast. Every single month during the season, we're out at the PressRoom Pub, and he's with me every single week on the show. And now, as he continues to go and the team continues to go, we will be here with Coach Q as they hopefully go all the way through the ACC tournament and then some in the NCAA tournament. So coming off of their victory over Virginia in round 2 of the ACC tournament after automatically advancing, we have Coach Q here with us of women's basketball for Syracuse University. Coach Q, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing very well. And Q, you know, we're coming off of this victory over Virginia, 67-57. You beat them in the regular season. It was closer quarters in that game. What can you say about this game and just what you did against Virginia to advance to the quarterfinals?
Just a really gritty performance, played really hard, and just really happy with our players' effort. You know, you go into these tournaments and you know that it's, you know, one loss and you're out. So that's a lot of pressure. But our kids really competed, and they played really well, and you know, and just can't say enough about their effort and their drive in this game.
I can hear a little bit in your voice that maybe you lost it a little bit. Were you yelling out there?
Well, you know, it's funny. I actually wasn't yelling that much, but it's been a long season, man. You know, when you get down to the end of the season, it's like the survival of the fittest. You know, who can get through and who can make it. And right now, I felt great earlier, and I think that because I've kind of game's over and relaxed a little bit, it's probably draining me a little bit. But I'm ready to go in the morning. I'll be in game shape. I'll be game ready tomorrow. So I'm ready.
That coming from Coach Q, Quentin Hillsman of Syracuse Orange women's basketball. In these quarters against Virginia, in the first quarter, 22-16, you led them 18-13 in the second quarter. So at the half, obviously, you had your lead here being up by, being up 40-29 at halftime. And then in the second half, you stuck right with them. They were up 16-15 in the third quarter they took, and then the fourth quarter was 12 apiece. Just what you can say about getting started early and having that 40-29 lead that you could take into the second half.
Well, it was very important for them to play well and to establish yourself early in the game, and we did that. We played really well early. I thought we had a solid game all around, to be honest. They're a good basketball team, regardless of their record. They have a lot of talent. Their team, I think I told someone earlier in the interview, their team was littered with McDonald's All-American, top 30, top 40 type players on their team, and they just have really good basketball players. And the team is doing a fantastic job getting them to play the way they should to play. And you know, at the end of the day, you want to win the game, whether it's about 1 point or 41 points. You know, you want to win the game. And just really happy with the win.
And looking at this game against Virginia, you and I spoke about Jocelyn Willoughby going into the game and how, you know, she can be a double-double machine. In this game, she had 19 points, but she only had 2 rebounds in the game in 40 minutes. Just what you can say about, you know, what you did around the rim and just rebounding-wise to condense her a little bit, that she was only able to get 2 rebounds in total in the game.
Our players did a really good job of just being aware on what she was. And that was the most important thing. We need to have some awareness with her on the court. And we did a good job of boxing around. We did a good job of being there on the catch and making her shots tough. And that's what we want to do, is make her make tough twos. And our players did a really good job of forcing her downhill to play off 2 and 3 dribbles, and we got in front of her and did a good job of guarding her.
And then as far as, you know, where you stood with points in the paint, your team ended with 30, Virginia with 20. Just what you could say about the inside play you had in this game against Virginia.
Well, we wanted to place the ball inside. We knew we had an advantage if we can get the ball closer to the rim. So we really wanted to play in the paint and use our skill level in the paint. to really protect them and score at the rim. Our players were fantastic. I mean, they really followed the game plan, and it worked out well for us.
And then as far as, your bench is something you've been able to lean on this season and obviously go to a bunch of different players at different times in the season. Your bench outscored Virginia 16-6 in this game. Just what you can say about the bench once again giving those points and giving those opportunities. I mean, you win by 10 and the bench has 16, so they're a big part of this one as well.
There's no question they are. They come to the game and there's no jump off. We're a deep team. So whenever we can get productivity out of our bench like that, it gives us a chance to be really good. And our players play well, and just all the credit goes to them on how they really fought hard to get this W today.
And getting the victory for you to move on here in the ACC tournament to the quarterfinals, it's going to put you in a matchup that you have with the Miami Hurricanes. You saw Miami once this season. That one time that you saw Miami, they were ranked in the top 25. They came to Syracuse, to your home, and left with a victory, 84-71. What did you learn from that game against Miami?
Well, we need to be healthy. Miranda didn't play in that game, and that's a big loss for us. They zoned us, and arguably our best shooter on the team didn't play. In this game, we're going to be healthy, so we're looking forward to going in competing at a high level.
And what can you say about the Miami Hurricanes, just kind of maybe what some of their key pieces are, what your takeaways are from going back to that film and looking at it?
Well, they're very balanced. Mason Hoff played a really good game for us. For them in the post. Laura Candelius played a really good game at the point guard. And ironically, I coached both of those teams on the national team level, and so I was very familiar with them. And you want them to play well, but just not against you. But they did come out and play well, and it was good to see. But at the end of the day, we didn't do enough to win the game. And I'm very confident in going into this game that we have everything back, and we're healthy, and that we should play well.
And you were talking about, speaking here with Coach Q, the head coach of Syracuse Orange women's basketball inside of the ACC women's basketball tournament in Greensboro. You're speaking on balanced scoring. In the game against Virginia, you got 12 off the bench from Kiara, you got 9 from Gabby, you got 11 from Miranda, 13 from Tiana. Digna had 14 points. So just to speak on your balance as well.
Well, that was critical. Everyone played a solid game. Everyone was scoring. We were sharing the ball. We did a good job. It wasn't a game where I can say that we played great, but we played a really solid basketball game. And you play solidly, normally you have a chance to win, and that's what it was. We just really stuck together and played hard.
And seeing it as you move forward here, what are some of the things that you're going to take away from this game? I know it's a quick turnaround. You advance in the conference tournament. You're playing every single day. So what can you say kind of constructively criticizing, going back and looking at this game? What are some things you want to clean up as you head into the next matchup?
Just make sure they were playing hard. Make sure that we have energy. That's what it's all about in these tournaments. Are you going to play hard, or are you going to have the energy to compete for 40 minutes? And that's all we want to do.
And that energy, did you feel that right out of the gate, or did you feel like maybe it took a little while to get it going?
No, I didn't feel it at the gate, actually. I thought we played well. I thought we played with a lot of grit. We just tough stuff. 50-50 balls on the ground. We were getting those. I was just really happy with everything that we did in this game. Like I said, it wasn't a great game by any stretch, but I thought that we played well and we played good enough to win the game.
Virginia's play around the rim, 16 offensive rebounds, 15 second chance points. Just what your takeaways are from that, and making sure that you obviously condense those second chance opportunities, box out, and do what you need to do around the rim. Just your thoughts on that from this game.
Well, it's very important that we win the battle in the paint, and that was an area they talked about at halftime. They had 10 offensive rebounds in the first half. I said, we can't give them second chance points like that. But in the second half, they had 6, which is a fair number. But I thought that we did a better job second half of just paying attention to that and just being great and being great with competitors. And as we did second half.
You said practicing in the morning is what you're used to doing, so playing these early games is no issue. Some teams like them, some teams don't. What do you think about the fact that you play at 11 a.m. and then your next game is going to be at 11 a.m. again? If you advance from there, it'll be at noon, so you're going to stay early here. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, at the end of the day, you can control what you can control. And they say 11, so we have it ready to go. But as you said, we practice in the mornings. So, being up early in the morning is not going to be the reason. So we got to get up and get ready to go tomorrow and win a game and just keep advancing.
As far as your key ingredient, I know we spoke about the balanced scoring, but who kind of came out of this one as a catalyst for you? Who kind of stuck out on your team in this game?
I thought that Digna played a really solid game. Digna did a good job of playing inside out, scoring the ball. I thought Kiki came in the game and played well, kept our pace up, kept tempo going in the right direction, and those two really stepped up and played well. And hopefully, moving forward, we can continue to play with pace and continue to have players step up and get it done for us.
That coming from Coach Q down in Greensboro, North Carolina. In finer weather, cold but no snow, the ACC tournament continues in the quarterfinals, and Syracuse will have their matchup against Miami coming up here. Syracuse the 5, Miami the 4 in the quarterfinals at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Coach, as always, I appreciate it, and I look forward to talking with you very soon.
All right, great. Thank you.